I have not made those car payments in like 6 months. I swear I'm going to get it repossessed and towed, but it has not happened yet.
You haven't had the
blessed.
car for 6 months.
Hashtag blessed.
You've had it for what, like 3?
Hashtag blessed, John.
You've been blessed 3 additional months you haven't had the car.
Yes. Alright. We're starting. Welcome to On the Off Topic, I guess.
Oh, hell, we're in a bad shape if you're introducing us.
I know, I'm going to have to introduce it. It looks like...
No, have a little sip.
I already had
You need another sip.
had multiple sips.
You need another sip. You need a little pick-me-up.
Okay, I had that little sip. Oh boy, that's bad. Anyway, oh fuck. Who am I this week? Who are you? You never start us off.
I'm unfortunately still John.
He's unfortunately still John. Will he ever not be? We don't know.
We already know. When it's the last episode I'm on this podcast, it will be fortunately John, and I'll be saying bye. Will it be the last episode? Who knows?
You shouldn't think that way. We're trying to make this go for 6 years, at least.
I don't think I'll last 6 years.
We will find out. Anyway, this week, I'm Kevin Costner, just because he's done all right. And who are you? He's the mind that says nothing.
He's trapped in a box currently.
He's reading some kind of manga of some sort. He was like, not this week. I'm just going to do my own thing while we're here. Alright, so what are we talking about? Unfortunately, still John.
What were you doing last? Why have you missed 2 weeks? Or missed a week?
What?
What's wrong?
I've been in the garbage, like, huffing paint. That's what this cough is. But,
why huffing paint of all things in the garbage?
You know, they always
First of all, being in the garbage is a bad thing, but why huffing paint?
John, you know they always say you try something once and then if you don't like it, stop. But I guess I like it.
Are you addicted to sniffing paint?
Huffing it. There's a
Oh,
difference.
what's the difference?
Once
nose
through the
and
mouth. Yes, once through the mouth, once through like your nose. Sniff and huff. But
you
no,
taste that non-lead.
me in person who's not making noise right now. We went to a convention known as Anime Week in Atlanta. I guess we had a good time. I don't know for sure. Wish I heard that person's opinion on it, but I mean,
Well, he came back mute, so that must be a bad weekend if he came back mute.
I mean, I kind of, I didn't take as many pictures as I could have. I count that to me not being drunk as much. I feel like that's some problem. But other than that, I think it was an overall good weekend. It wasn't as cold as it was in the past, thanks to them moving it up like a week ahead of time.
Who cares? It's still 90 degrees.
I mean, yeah, but we expect it to be colder the week after from when it happened.
So it was supposed to be traditionally it's like this weekend.
Yes.
It's still 90 degrees.
It's just there's like a social stigma of it's going to be colder because it's this week.
It's technically fall, but it doesn't feel like it.
Yes. Man, I gotta stop huffing paint.
Yes, when you're coughing up blood, that's a bad sign.
No blood yet. We're getting there.
That looks pretty red.
Where?
On your hand.
Where the fuck is that?
You're delusional from
Oh,
huffing
fuck.
paint.
Fuck.
We're about to go down to 2. I'm gonna have to do this whole thing.
This beer ain't helping. It really ain't. But yeah, overall, it was a pretty good pretty good con. The artist alley and the dealer is always, is, in my opinion, is like besides maybe MomoCon, usually has the best artists for their rooms.
Even better than Dragon Con?
Way better than Dragon Con in my opinion. Dragon Con, it seems like it's more like I mean, it's not an industry con, but it seems like more industry artists there.
More mainstay because they probably have to rent out a spot. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, most of their stuff has like a certain style that just does not appeal to me, and most of their vendors.
Did you even look at the artist alley?
Yeah, I was like the first to look at it.
The one in the Hilton. Or is it not in the Hilton
No,
anymore?
it's at the America's Mart.
Is it all in the same place now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're on like the 4th floor. Anyway, didn't really like the whole selection from there. AWA, definitely like the artists more. Either because there's more lewd stuff, or I like the styles better.
There's more stuff in your actual interest there. Dragon Con is kind of just like everything's there.
Well, I think it's more like comic book style art at DragonCon. That's why I kind of didn't like a lot of the dealers for the art.
So all was more smutty for you?
Smutty and just the way people have stuff drawn, style and all that.
So it was all just a smutty con?
Oh, it certainly was this year. I don't know for sure about in past years where, yeah. But even during the day, I saw some smutty like cosplays or just some loose shit happening.
Did you get any of the Bowsette, whatever was going on?
I didn't see any Bowsettes there, I don't think. But I also feel like the craze started while we were there.
Maybe, but I could figure people would throw that together right away because it seemed pretty easy.
And people did. Just I didn't see any there.
You failed.
We were only on the floor like 3 hours a day. Nah, we were.
What were you doing the whole weekend?
It was more than 3 hours. It just didn't seem like it.
You were doing something. He came back mute, and you're coughing up whatever, and addicted to paint.
I'm not addicted yet. I can still get help.
Help me! I've been huffing.
I don't know. But I mean, okay. So, in terms of smut or smuttiness at AWA, like you were asking, nighttime. I wouldn't put it on the levels of DragonCon in terms of like the events happening, but I mean, people are gonna, it's dark at a convention. People are gonna bring out more skin. Panel wise, there was a few like 18 pluses at night, but the only ones we went to that showed skin, in my opinion, wasn't as good as last year. And then the other one was different only because it was like a skit performance, whereas the last one was an actual like burlesque. This skit one was burlesque. It was just more. It had more skit in it rather than just here's music and a person cosplaying as a character stripping.
Was there a theme?
It was girl gets sucked into a video game. Mario and Luigi help her get back or something like that, and they go through all these different games throughout different platforms and decades, and the characters help. And then the mute's telling me to say something or another, but he's not really being clear about it. He's saying, I am walking, doing a little twist, walking some more, pointing towards John. I am. I'm pointing towards John. So I don't know what he wants me to do. I don't know if he's just not talking this episode. He seemed pretty hyped to do this. I don't know why I think it's the monster he's drinking. It's not alcohol, so he can't talk. Go grab some vodka with that, boy.
Does it make it any better? I don't know if I would like a Monster and vodka together.
I don't know. I mean, it's an energy drink. This one has 0 sugar, so it's healthy for you.
Yes, the alcoholic beverage that's jacked up with all this. What's the main? Whatever. It's an energy drink. You can't be healthy drinking that much.
I guess.
You guess? You're huffing paint. I shouldn't ask you for health advice.
But I don't drink energy drinks.
Drink energy paint.
Ooh, they make that now?
I'm making it now.
Switch over.
My consumer base will dwindle every day, but I'll make it.
I mean, yeah, for me, chill end of season con for us.
Would you say it is as crowded as MomoCon or pretty spacious? I wouldn't even say MomoCon's crowded anymore just because of the new venue.
Yeah, new venue makes it less crowded, it seems like. I would still say the numbers we saw at AWA this year, just from what we experienced, down from last year, but I think that's just because the different dates mess with a lot of people's schedules and a lot of people had to cancel.
Yeah, we actually knew a few people who usually go and couldn't because they planned their wedding thinking, hey, last weekend is AWA. Let's plan our wedding before it. Oh, wait. AWA is the same weekend as our wedding.
Yep. Shout out to the bastards. Anyway. So, yeah, it appeared...
What?
It appeared overall the numbers were down. Like I said, it didn't feel like we were on the con floor too much, but we were also going between the hotel's lobby area, registration, which is like a floor up, the walkway where most of their like fan panels happen, and the dealers, and outside in front of the hotel in the little park-like area. Overall, it didn't seem like as many people unless we were going out into different areas while people were in panels. So,
any big names that show up?
I guess the usual like voice actors that are kind of big.
Like, name one. You went to any of their panels or just like...
Okay, so we went to at least one, but it was a combo panel, and they both performed in Avatar The Last Airbender. It was Dante Bosco, who I kept referring to as Johnny Young Bosch or whatever like that. And I'm going to call her Grey DeLisle, but it's Grey Griffin, so...
Okay, some actual decent names. Did you get anything like signed?
No. Granted... as we were going up to our room one time, Gray did get on our elevator, and I was like, that's a nice looking woman. She does look older, but she's looking pretty nice. And then when we got off, he's like, that was Gray. And I'm like, oh, yeah, yeah. Looking nice.
Did you get a creep shot?
I'm on an elevator!
That doesn't stop you.
Mute guy says he did, but... I don't see how they were on the opposite sides of this crowded elevator, but
that's how he got it.
You were not right behind her. No, you were not. You were not like Chad on the elevator and got some side boob action.
Depends what action you want. There's other action than side boob.
I don't know. He's not talking. I can't understand his miming. He's not professionally trained.
Do you have proof? Picture proof?
Put it in the comments.
No. We'll just have a little pop up here. Here's the creep shot.
That's not her. That's a Bowsette picture.
Oh no.
Fuck.
Okay.
But no. Also.
Still Bowsette.
Also, I don't know if anyone in the panel posted it to Twitter, which I'm sure someone did. That was pretty nice.
But you have like a habit, or are you just like on the Reddit looking at Bowsettes?
He's probably on the Reddit. Yeah, that's Bowsette too.
Well, I'm wondering if this is saved on his phone because he was just scrolling Bowsette.
It's actually our friends, being all cuddly and what. Okay, so
that's creeping. That's like, hey, I'm gonna get some.
But no, Grey DeLisle, when asked the question of something or another.
When the hell he grow goatee?
He grow. What?
He has a goatee in that picture.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't remember having one at DragonCon. A goatee.
You're getting on the off topic. Anyway.
Because I was distracted because he had a goatee in that picture.
Gray, at some point in the panel, because someone asked a question and it got to this point, in Azula's voice said she would either have sex with or marry Zuko in terms of voice actors or something like that. So, yeah, that got some oohs and woes from the crowd, but I don't know. I feel like Gray's just a flirty person. I mean, how many times has she been married? 4? I think it's around 3 or 4.
How's that flirty?
It's the way she be saying things, John. It's the way she be saying things.
But how does flirty equate to how many times they've been married?
You can be pretty flirty and you can just get it on, get married, and then be like, nope, not flirty with you no more, and get out.
Get out!
Get out!
I don't want to flirt with you anymore. We're over.
So yeah, I mean, that was, of what we saw at that panel, that was pretty interesting.
You buy $200 worth of art again?
It was pretty close.
Really?
It was around 160, 180.
On what?
Art!
Is it actually art?
It's actually just all art.
Like, just normal pictures of whatever?
Yeah, there's... I'm trying to think. There's a potential somewhat lewd... That's pretty nice, but not what I bought. There's a potential lewd picture, which I cannot remember.
Potentially lewd?
The most lewd thing I bought was like a Starfire and Raven picture where it's like Raven's old outfit and I think it's a mixture of Starfire's old and new outfits, but it's an older Starfire.
So they're like young adult?
I guess. But other than like just their outfits, showing leg or midriff, no lewds bought. I'm disappointed.
So you took no lewds and you got no lewds. So what did you do?
I took lewds. I took pictures of lewds. At least a few.
But not as
one
much
was
as
a scheduled meetup. I know of at least one other I got just because I like the character. And they happened to be wearing a one-piece swimsuit with that outfit at the time. So.
What was the character?
Do you know Poppy or Pappy from Monster Musume?
No.
Look her up. do your typing I hear in every episode. Look her up.
How's it spelled?
P-A-P-I.
Yeah. Damn it.
He's looking up, y'all.
Maybe I want Papa John's.
I mean, yeah, that's what it means in Spanish.
Yeah.
Do anime.
That's what
don't do anime. Do the actual name.
Wait, don't do anime? Oh, now I'm going to do it anyway.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
Is she like 12?
No.
13?
I don't know or remember her age. She's just a bird girl.
Is that what gets you? Bird girls?
She has a nice ass. John.
Okay, sure.
I don't know how age works with like those creatures. All I know is she is of egg. She is of egg-laying age, John.
That's still whatever way you justify. I don't care anymore. You and your bird girl.
The cosplayer was definitely of age.
Are you? Because I always got the impression this was kind of a younger con.
I mean, it is, but the youngest I saw there that was cosplaying was, and back me up on this. Honestly, no. Honestly, with some of these cosplayers, and age of the character that cosplay, sometimes you can't tell. I would say that I recognize of being a certain age, probably young as like 15, I guess. But after like 6 or 7, I honestly didn't notice many young people, unless they just looked young.
Okay, the majority of the cosplayers, would you say they're drinking age?
Yes.
Really? Huh.
Yes, or at least at night. During the day, unless they had their own stuff or drink in their room, I didn't see many buying drinks.
Okay. So otherwise, was AWA actually worth it this year?
It probably would have been worth it more in terms of money if we had a third go. Just to.
You still spent almost $200.
I know. I'm saying like in terms. In terms of the room and all that other stuff. If we had like a third person to like make the cost about $140 per person instead of $100, no, it went up to like $200 something per person.
Aren't you looking to like just get the host hotel every night next year?
Yeah.
How much is that supposed to be?
If it's the same as like this time, it's gonna be after tax about $150 or $160 per night, I think.
What, with 2 people or 3?
No, just per night, and then we'll split it up based off how many go. And I was gonna add, the only reason I hate next year, Thursday night is on Halloween.
Is it?
Yes.
Next year?
Yes. And they said they're gonna try to incorporate like some Halloween either themes or like you go to different panels or whatever, you get candy, I'm assuming. But yeah, they're gonna like somehow incorporate Halloween into their Thursday night stuff. Now, what's different between normal Halloween and this convention? I mean, it's not your neighborhood, just not your friend's party or whatever. But I mean, there are people dressed up. There are people going around having fun, having a good time. So, I mean, minus candy, which staff can provide or other people can provide, not much difference.
Okay, I'm having issues finding at least next year's.
It's shit on their homepage at this point.
On their homepage.
I know it's definitely on their Facebook page. But yeah, it's October 31st through November 3rd, I think.
Yeah, starts in Halloween. Wow.
Yeah, so that's going to deter a few people at least coming on Thursday, especially if they're in state.
55 to 75. Okay. Why the $20 difference? What's the difference?
Pre-reg is 60. I don't know where the 55 is coming from. Oh, that's group. You got to have like 10 people plus order at one time. And the 75 is if you have it mailed.
With early start.
Yeah.
So wait, they're charging an extra $15 just to mail it?
Yep. And honestly, like, We got up to the con around 3 o'clock on Thursday, and besides Justin having to fill out his information for the on-site, mine took literally 5 minutes to go through the line and get it, and then an hour later there was a long line for pre-reg. So,
but how long would it take to actually go through that registration?
Pre-reg or the one he went through?
Either one.
With him filling it out, he took 5 to 10 minutes. Me, it was not. How long was it? Okay, so there's a huge ass you gotta go back and forth line just to get to where you fill out your information. That possibly took him 2 minutes. So that and filling out plus getting it, I'm gonna assume somewhere between 5 to 10 minutes to go through the whole process.
So worst case, it wouldn't be old school Dragon Con where it's you go up and you sit there for an hour just to get a badge.
That's between 5 to 10 minutes. I know, that's between there. He's saying it took 7 minutes. That's between what I quoted. Either way. What? It took 10 minutes? If only this man would talk. He was not that scarred.
You suck at reading mind.
I don't play charades. Anyway. It took him longer than me only because...
That just makes you an idiot.
Only because he has to fill out information.
Sure.
Fill out information and the line to get to the information was longer. Yeah. But when we went, again, pre-reg, everybody's pre-reg is going to be long because everybody pre-regs. Most people who got there on Thursday got it right at noon. Mm-hmm. And then everybody showed up after work, after school, all that, between 4 and 6. That's when the line got long. So,
how long do you think it would take to go through that line?
He says it took him less than 5 minutes. I don't know. I waited a bit for him. Anyway. Fuck! Anyway.
So you put the lung back?
Buying now, it's what did it say? $60 plus the fees and taxes and all that crap. Overall, better price than wait until the day before. The day before. Or, no, on site for a 4-day was $75, so that's pretty much the early start price now. I don't know if it's going to go.
So, does the price double Dragon Con?
It's not going to double.
Okay.
I think at most it goes up $30. I don't know.
Really? Okay.
I don't forget what I paid last year. No, I paid $66 after taxes and fees, I think.
So it started at $60 last year for early?
Probably so, and I don't know for sure if it goes up throughout the year.
So maybe a $20 difference.
Maybe. But I still think if buy it now, depending on when you get to the pre-reg line, it's pretty worth it. In terms of badge pickup.
Have you bought next year's already?
No.
What about Dragon Con?
Yes.
Okay.
MomoCon, yes. That was a week or two after MomoCon.
Oh yeah, that's the lowest it'll ever be.
Mm-hmm. That and the fact that I had to buy 2 to not guaranteed.
Okay,
but
yeah, okay, so you did.
We're trying to get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th person in the room. So
for Momo?
Yeah. Which, by the way, if I didn't already tell you, I forgot the day the hotels went on sale.
Mm-hmm.
So, a day or two after I went back on there, and all they had were kings.
So 3 people maybe in the bed, or 2 people in the bed, and the other 3 have to figure out what they bring.
Which, I'm assuming if we have a king room, there's going to be a couch. Someone could sleep there. Granted, our double room had a couch.
Yeah, they always have a couch, because that's how the hotel is.
Then you usually have air mattress, and then another person air mattress.
Oh, yeah,
but I keep checking back to see if anyone's canceling the room so we can move it to a double.
So who's the... Okay, I assume I know who the 5th. Who's the 4th? Chad?
Okay.
You sure the 5th will go?
I mean, I've told that person, hey, your badge is bought. So they're pretty much
guilt trip, you're going.
Well, no. I also was I'm pretty sure we have evidence that says, hey, if we buy your badge, will you go? And you said yes.
I don't trust the source. Not you. I just trust the person to back out.
Yeah. So, like I said, we'll find out.
Who's the backup person?
I don't know. It's in their name. And I don't know if I can change the name.
They don't care. They just want someone to pick up a badge.
But they also ask for ID when picking it up, don't they not?
I'm pretty sure you bought it, you could pick it up.
I bought it, but I bought it in their name.
Whatever. I'll look at it. So that's bought and done. When are you going to buy? How would you rate Awa? Good? Bad?
Well, like I said, it's for me and Justin, we've been the primary two to go to it the most, with other people meeting us or occasionally having another person one year. It's literally just the weather's getting colder. I may or may not take a good amount of pictures if they aren't just photo shoots. It's literally just a walk around, see what's happening, chill, drink, attend a few panels that are maybe interesting. Just overall, just a good way to end out the con season. So overall, in terms of like just, do you want to relax at it? For us, yeah, at least I'd say it's at least around an 8 out of 10. For just relaxing, having a good time, just seeing what's happening.
Yeah. It's at least improving year to year.
What do you mean by improving?
It's better than last year's?
I honestly feel they're about the same. It just depends on who we meet, who we see, what we see. Did anything, just happen? Did anything good happen? I don't know.
It wasn't the room level?
What do you mean?
It wasn't equivalent to the room?
Well, I didn't go to the room.
Hey, I know. It's been hyped up so much. I was wondering if it was up to the room level.
I mean, probably for them, no.
The mime's bored, so probably not room level.
I don't know why he ain't talking. This is like his thing. It goes on his channel.
We assume it will, or it's lost forever. It's going to be lost.
Do you need sushi or something?
Why sushi of all things?
Is this because we didn't go to Taco Bell first?
Ooh.
He says no. He was pretty talkative on the way over. Something happened. I think it's because I got the 6-pack. I'm really.
You got a 6-pack of beer.
6-pack of beer.
Was that one of them?
No.
Okay, I was going to say.
You think this is going to be at a craft beer store?
If that was, I'd be surprised.
It's Ice House, by the way. Ice House Edge.
Why? Why would we?
Please sponsor me specifically.
What's the percentage?
8, y'all.
Guess it's all about the percentage. Who cares?
I mean, for the domestic beers, it's up there for percentages.
Okay. Well, it was done. So, I mean, I guess what's happened the past 2 weeks other than that? Anything newsworthy that you want to talk about?
Do we want to go political in news or just what happened in our lives?
No, avoid the political because that's just stupid. Please. I'm sorry. It's stupid either way.
It's looking like he might have got the tip in somewhere based off his miming. He got just the tip, and then he took a mouthful of it, and then he put the tip back in. I don't know. Then apparently he went a walking after midnight
and got him
and then just pounded on someone. I don't know.
Sounds like the Pound Cake King is back.
Oh.
Yeah, no politics. Oh no. I will slap this microphone.
Kavanaugh.
Oh, hell no.
That's going on right now in this podcast time. They're deciding on that whole issue. But so, what are we looking forward to coming up? I mean, we got Halloween coming up.
Yeah.
There's First Friday coming up. That I'm only gonna make like half of that night if I go.
Why only half? Working?
I gotta close.
So you're working?
We have one of our 2 people who normally close if I'm not scheduled to. One of them is on vacation. The other one is not closing that night, so I'm in that position. So
you're gonna okay.
Yep.
Is anything going on worthwhile
for First Friday?
Yeah.
Our normal hangout spot has a made in the 80s party with silent disco. So I mean, come dressed 80s.
Is it really that? God,
I mean, I'm pretty sure they do that, once a year? And it's around this time.
Yeah, I know. That was probably one of the ones I would want to go to.
Then go to it. I don't have to be there for you to go places.
It's a new
that serve beer.
But there's a new set of Magic coming out. I'm gonna play that night.
It goes till midnight.
I know, but if I'm doing well, I'll stay and play till midnight.
That's fine.
Oh, hell.
I mean, they're just going to play every single Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles thing that was played in the 80s, John.
There's only one thing.
Just continuous 3 hours and then something else.
I'm fine with that. It'd be better than some of the music they play lately.
I guess. I mean, they released a new a drink special today. I don't know if it's going to be what they're serving next week or if they're going to have different stuff, but...
Drink special?
It's some kind of grape vodka thing. I don't know. It's like $8. I think it's a grape vodka with like some other, the mixtures in there. Don't forget what they called it. Either way, it's $8. Most of their specials, it seems like, are either $6 to $8. Too much, in my opinion.
What's in it?
Fuck, I gotta look this up now.
Yes.
Jeez.
I'm sorry, it's not a simple beer. Oh,
Justin, you're the look up guy. Justin, why don't you look this up?
I got 9% beer. It tastes like piss.
Yeah, at least I'm getting drunk faster off piss.
I remember
so I don't have to continuously drink piss. Alright, let's see what's in this. Absolute grapefruit vodka. So it's not grape, it's grapefruit. They call it the grapefruit martini. Absolute grapefruit, pineapple juice, lime juice, and triple sec. So it's vodka and sweeteners, pretty much.
Yeah, I know. It's a martini.
And they have it in the small martini-ish glass. So...
That almost looks like sewage water.
Yeah, I know. It looks like there's
That's a bad color.
I don't know if it's like... I don't know what they have in it. It just looks like there's just flakes of things in it. It's probably from like the pineapple and lime juice.
Yeah.
But still.
But that's the new special. Yeah. Okay, so that's hopefully what we'll be doing next week. Or
like I said, I get off if I'm not just super fast or want to leave early at 9:30. So I'll make half the night.
Yeah, but it's First Friday. You like to be there the whole night.
Yeah, but that particular place, unless they are like, yeah, we're not making much noise, we can stay open until 1, closes at 12.
I still find that dumb. Yeah. It's silent disco. It's kind of quiet.
Yeah, that's why, like, in the past, they've been stayed open until at least 1 on those silent disco nights, so... So there's that, and then whatever else is going around downtown that we can get into free. We hate paying to get into bars because you got to pay to get in, and then you got to pay to drink. What's the point? Go in free, you pay.
It's fine if you stay there, but you like to hop between places. It's kind of bad. Oh, man. Okay, what else happened the past 2 weeks? I know today PSX, I guess, got canceled, or it's not happening this year. So I was like, that's kind of a bum, but it's basically because no game is... They're not ready to show anything, which is like, okay. I figured Days Gone or something would be ready, because that's been worked on for like forever. And
didn't we get more Red Dead Redemption gameplay, which over the
they
past...
announced the online stuff.
But didn't they give like certain people, or who I'm assuming like the online game websites, like a 2-hour demo to like try it out?
Yeah, there's a fair bit of gameplay. I've kind of avoided it just because it's like I'm just gonna play it regardless. And I'm not super hyped like most people are for the game. I mean, I beat Red Dead, the first one, and I was like, okay, it's a good game, but I didn't put it like absolute best. It's like, I mean, it's a fun little Western game.
I never played them at all.
You don't play much of anything.
I know.
Mr. Mime, did you play? Yeah, I saw the 100 gig
Jeez!
install. Is that like just base game, or is that actually just the extra? So if you buy it digitally, it's 100 gigs. So
isn't a normal like PlayStation 4 like a 500 gigabyte hard drive?
If you got the double layered,
and I'm saying like a normal, you're buying it like on Black Friday or straight from Best Buy any other time. No additional drive added to it or installed already.
Oh, on the PS4.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Most of them.
Horse balls shrinking cold, apparently, in this game. Apparently, that was a factor in the demo gameplay. It had to be known, I guess, for like the people who draw Red Dead porn.
What? We got this realistic engine where the horse's balls will shrink when it's cold.
But not the humans, apparently.
We spent 10 gigs on this balls physics.
Woo! It had to be done, John. It just had to be.
I don't know. Why? Sure. Wow. Are we at that point yet? Okay. Sure.
You know, everybody wants the games to be like real life.
But how do you... But
if that wasn't accurate, people would complain, John.
But you're approaching your programmer. It's like, here, I need you to work on this shrinking physics with this horse's balls.
Okay,
so
sure.
This guy's programmed for...
That should be a 5-hour job, no problem.
The fact you spent any amount of time just to work on, the balls aren't shrinking enough in the cold. I need to work on the ratios some more. That just seems like a weird thing to do. Oh, I mean, it's interesting, but... Oh, man. Maybe I want to skip Red Dead if they focus on ball physics.
Okay, so I think the only reason you're going to actually be able to see that happening is if you intently focus on the horse's balls, unless there's a cutscene that does that.
Well, now I got to focus on the balls because that's apparently a feature of the game.
Or they could just give an option in the game that says, do you want to turn this on or off?
Toggle ball.
Do you want to turn this on or off? The balls are inert.
Can I wish on them?
John, you can wish on anything. It doesn't mean it's going to happen.
Okay, so that comes out next month, and within a few weeks at this point. Is there any other big games in October that I'm missing?
Oh, dude, my game from my indie studio is happening.
What's the name of it?
Did you hear about Aardvarks?
Did you hear about Aardvarks?
Save that and put it in the thing. He saved it.
Yeah, and it'll pop up. Hey, here's a horse's ball.
No, I don't have a game studio. I wish. Just so I can dick around with money.
That would be the only reason, so you could screw around with money?
Yeah, be like, make this. Okay, we made it. Release it on Steam for free. How are we getting paid? Don't worry about that.
Microtransactions?
No, John.
How else are you making money?
John, nobody wants that in their games unless they're playing a mobile game. In which case, why are you playing a mobile game?
I don't know. You're releasing it on Steam.
You said I was.
No, I didn't. You did.
I never said it was on Steam. You said, well, what are you doing? Releasing it on Steam.
Okay. What would you release it on then?
Sega Genesis.
You're gonna... What company actually...
John, this is all about spending the most money I can.
Who makes those chips anymore?
John, I'm making a game for anyone who still has a Sega Genesis and plays it furiously to the point where, like, oh, a new game? I gotta have this. It could be total shit and piece of crap. But I made it. They might play it. If they do, I mean, someone's gonna review it. And like I said beforehand, I just want the money to dick around with people making games. I don't care how good it is.
Oh, what else comes out October? Nothing's jumping out of me. I get Dark Souls Remastered comes to Switch. Finally.
Super Mario Party? He's got one.
Yeah, Super Mario Party
does.
does.
One. Hold on.
Yes, I cry. Yes, I cry.
I turned the map coming out.
Mega Man 11 comes out, John.
Oh.
I don't care.
I forget
about that.
It comes out October 2nd. I've had
yeah,
it
it's like the
forever.
5th one on that list, John.
Escape from the Void. John threw me into the void.
I'm really looking forward to Forza.
He said, "Get out! This is my podcast."
We just had to get to
and he
video
said, "When you
games.
die, I'm gonna take your fucking skin and wear it, and I'm gonna just fuck around."
I'm trying to leave.
No,
I want off.
You're trying to be me.
I want
Alright,
off.
so
They're holding
we
against
know
me in
we
the
know
world.
now to get
Also,
Justin
They
to
feed
talk.
me
To
crackers.
get Justin to talk, we just
Hold
gotta
on.
talk about video games.
few points. I was right next to Grey Delisle in the elevator. Literally right next to Grey Delisle. Why did you think I was across from? Right next to her.
Most of the times we get in the elevator, it's like you and me in different corners of that elevator.
Because you grab at me.
That can't be proven. There's no cameras in those
I had
elevators.
Azula protect me.
You were all up on that ass, weren't you?
Yeah.
I mean, it might make sense. I mean,
it's
usually 3 people in the room with him at a time.
You think because she's a firebender, she's got a fire crotch?
Well, okay. What was Tyler when we determined elements?
Water.
We didn't give you like a sub one?
Yeah, he was Earth.
Yeah, water, Earth.
Okay.
He's a bitch.
I feel great empire.
Do you think they can channel fire through her individual pube hairs? Because she's like an older lady that she probably don't shave down there. She can channel it. Like she could. That's
Why
like
do you want that control there?
That's a parlor trick she has, like for like just,
my pubes
she's
glow.
down with so much.
Send that to her Tumblr. She doesn't run.
Is it like a runway thing? Here it is, lighting up for you.
Fuck, I mean hot.
Temperature-wise, or just like
it's a double entendre.
Sexually. Another point you brought up. You didn't talk about the rave at all.
There was no, in my opinion, the amount of time we spent at the rave, there was nothing to talk about.
You didn't dance at all.
I know. I was not feeling the music that was currently playing while we were there.
I was really trying to get Tyler to make the best of the night because we spent like 35 minutes trying to get in that rave. I tried to make my time worth it.
What was the theme?
What do you mean what was the theme?
Daijobu?
It's an anime rave. It's they get performers and then they play whatever.
What type of music?
I mean,
EDM.
Electronic.
Okay.
Essentially, yeah. My main point for the first act they had no.
Wait, they had acts?
They had a total of 4 performers throughout the night for that rave. It was like a 4 to 5 hour rave, something like that.
DJ Spider.
They did not have DJ Spider. The first act, he played like, I guess it was kind of more trance-ish music.
Yeah. It was Voya.
His name was Voya.
Or Voya.
Or what? Look it up. Anyway, what turned me off the most was I think they were singing in his song, and then he live sang it, and I was just like, I'm not feeling.
Wait, the DJ was singing?
He's like, yeah. I'd actually heard a few of his songs through the Monster Cat.
Decently singing?
I mean, some of his songs are good. I mean, it's just like some people just in live aren't good. Tyler said he was offbeat.
I felt a few times he wasn't keeping up with what was.
But I feel like he caught back up. Also, it's because he was like singing for like 40 minutes straight.
Yeah, he was. So I mean, I just wasn't feeling that act. I mean, trance. I can get into some trance sometimes. Just I was not feeling that trance at the rave. And then we didn't stay for any other acts.
Yeah, we kind of bounced. Tyler wasn't feeling it. He literally looked at me and he said, "I'm leaving," and I went, "Okay." He said, "I'm gonna go find some water," but really, I'm just saying that so I can go.
I mean, I also want some water. And I hate it too because most of these like big rave things are like the night / morning of the day most people check out, and I hate that.
Wait, this rave was the last night?
Yeah, it
was Saturday.
That's a common thing because it's like one last big blowout.
I know, but when and I'm sure John can attest to this because of Dragon Con, if he ever went to the parties.
Well, at this point, Dragon Con has one every night. And
that's Dragon Con.
It's called quit being a fucking baby.
I also
go to bed at 4 to 5 in the morning and wake up at 9 because you're okay and you're an adult.
Says the guy who does this for like 3 years straight and is used to it. Anyway, I'm used to like a morning schedule at work. You don't even drive.
Now. You just get up and go. Like John's the one who drives from Dragon Con.
I'm used to like a morning shift at work for like the past month or so. So I'm like tired by like 1 at the latest.
And then I'm used to a morning shift at work refuses to get up before 9:30, 10 every morning.
Yeah, you can't really make that statement and not. If you're used to morning shift, it'd be like, I get up before the sun rises.
And I was.
But then you go back to sleep, then you refuse to leave
West
your bed.
Coast time does not count when we lived on the East Coast.
I would go into work around 6 a.m., so I'd have to get up. I personally would get up at like 4:35 to get ready for.
Okay, how many times do you have this early morning shift?
Over the past month, at least. Probably at least 20 of those days if it wasn't an off day. So yeah, I was used to a morning schedule.
Month? Okay.
Yeah, so I was used to a morning schedule. I was tired. I think we stayed up on Saturday till about 2-ish. So I was tired. I was also like, I'm gonna have to drive tomorrow, and I know we got to be out by 11. So I kind of just want sleep. I don't care when I get up. I just want some sleep.
Yeah. You took a lot of cool pictures of me and Reed. You still haven't uploaded yet.
They'll get there eventually.
What's a cool picture?
There's one we look really badass in.
That Reed's the main one in focus.
Is Reed in clothes?
Yeah, you're in public. We walked around. We had your speaker playing around. Reed said he was about to throw the speaker if I walked away because he knew I was going to play something racist.
And he did.
Yeah, but there's nobody around. But I really wanted Reed. He's like, I know you. You're gonna play something racist. He's like, if you start walking away, I'm just gonna drop the bag or drop the speaker. I was like, Reed, then that's just this portable thing. I mean, there's a lot of things, Tyler. You spent like $500 worth of art. I don't know why you're lowballing yourself.
I did not spend $500.
I literally gave you $200.
You did not.
I literally gave you $200 and you immediately spent that. And you immediately spent
You
that.
gave me $80 and I gave you $2 back.
You came back and said, can I please get another $150?
And I did not.
And I said, Tyler, if you just call it a proper $150, I'll give it to you. And you said, not one.
So wait, so how much does he owe you now?
He owes me at least $450 because he got me for an additional $100 after that.
I did not.
He went, oh, there's a pearl.
It was literally...
It's a pearl. She's on a surfboard.
It was literally, here's the cost of the hotel room for AWA. Okay. Take parking from Dragon Con out of that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We stayed at the Motel 6 the Thursday night, which apparently someone else from our area stayed there, booked to stay there the weekend, and the first night they were there, they said they found roaches in the room, and then when they woke up, there was a roach on her bed.
That was me. That was that roach.
This person cosplayed and was not Justin. So
I was the roach.
She literally said
I wasn't the person.
She literally said the night or the day she got up and there was a roach on her bed with her. She didn't even go to the con. She went back home. She was just like, nope.
That's stupid. Yeah, I think I read that post too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. All right, bit of an overreaction. Seems like she could have gone downstairs and bitched and probably got her money back, and then probably Airbnb'd or something.
I mean, that's always possible, but granted, when we checked in, there was a sign that said, "We will not move your room no matter what."
Still feel like if you went down there and bitched, you'd get something, Tyler.
I don't know.
She could have called corporate.
I don't know, Justin. All I know is my sheets when we got in the room had some burn marks on them.
What the hell hotel was this?
Motel.
It was a cigarette burn. Tyler doesn't understand. We stayed in a cheap hotel.
I understand it's a cheap hotel.
Smoke a cigarette.
I'm just like, why doesn't housekeeping, either change or get rid of these sheets? Yeah, it was only one little hole, but still.
And did it disturb your sleeping?
I was more disturbed at the hardwood floors.
Yeah, they redid the rooms and they put in these nice hardwood floors. Tyler couldn't stand it. He went, why?
I am used to hotel rooms having carpeted floors.
What the fuck?
I'm used to
I'm slipping and sliding.
John,
what the?
If it's not a convention and you're just out of town for whatever reason and you stay at a hotel, what kind of floors are they usually? Are they carpeted or hardwood?
Well, John stays in them fancy ass places. It's probably marble.
I mean, hell, even all the Dragon Con hotels are carpet, so
yeah.
Carpet.
No, hardwood.
For a hotel.
I've never stayed in a hotel with carpet that I recognize.
That's not true just because of Dragon Con alone.
I don't recognize weird. Why Motel 6 would have hardwood floors?
I don't know.
I'm thinking either there's a long story where there's a fallout with the carpet person, and the guy was like, "It's just a fucking the fuck of this get carpeted."
Was this hotel always a Motel 6?
I guess.
I'm assuming.
I mean, it could have been something else. I mean, what was? It feels like it could have been something before. And
no,
last year it had carpeted floors.
Unless
the floors differ what they have in the room, it was a carpeted floor.
I'm pretty sure it used to be an actual just mansion, and the old people that lived there died, and some say their ghosts still roam the halls.
So instead of carpeted floors where
I'm a
you're not going to make
ghost!
sound, they put in hardwood so you could hear the ghost steps. But to be fair,
ghosts float. Who walks?
Sometimes they make sounds, John. And sometimes you hear the footsteps tap, 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 tap. Anyway, to be fair for that girl's point who made the post, when I went to go look at the window just to see, outside or to change the temperature in the room because the unit was by the window, I did see a small roach, but, and I will say this, my grandmother used to have a house where they had roaches, like a lot of roaches, just everywhere. And they would essentially say, oh, they're just coming in because, it's hot outside, the water and all that, just to get water. I don't know. I don't know if it was an infestation or they're just, I don't know. I dealt with it. I was used to it. I was like, oh, there's one here. I'm like, oh, geez, why is this in here? But also, like, I'm used to this.
Okay, so you say you agree with that girl about there being a roach there. And
I agree.
But then you just say you're okay with roaches.
No, I
also,
agree.
One, that's nasty.
I agree that, yes, I saw roaches in our room, too.
But you also huff paint and dumpsters, so it all makes sense. Like,
I agree. I saw roaches in our room, too. But it's also, I only saw one, and it was, like, extremely small. So I'm kind of, like, used to seeing that. Not recently. This is, like, I would say around 5+ years ago at this point. I don't know when the last time I was in that house. And my grandmother was alive.
I was in it a couple weeks ago.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, just rifling around.
Let's see.
That's what I do. Rifling Tuesdays.
You were high in paint fumes.
I would say it was between 5 to 8 years ago I was last in that house with the grandmother alive. So
when the grandmother alive was the last time I was in the house. In house I saw 7 roaches.
But this
I identified them all as friend.
But this hotel was like in Atlanta, so it's not like
it was in Atlanta. Yes.
So it's not in like a rural area where there's.
It was roughly an exit up from the convention center.
Can we talk about your immediate reaction when we rolled up there last year for the first time? There was a black man in the parking lot talking about, "Whoo boy, this is about to be a trip."
That was last year?
Yeah, Tyler saw a black man in the parking lot and he thought, I don't know if that meant like he's going to start something or you thought he was about to be funny.
I didn't say any of this.
Because, shout out to the Super Mega Podcast, I finally got down to the heart of Tyler's hatred in his heart.
No, you were skimming through episodes.
No, I mean, I was just listening to a random episode of their podcast. And they all saw the last Madea Halloween movie. It just
happened to be worth his viewing.
And they all hated it. But like,
did they like the other Madea movies?
No. They just went just because there's nothing to watch. And they're like, yeah, whatever.
The difference between me and them is I've never seen a Madea movie.
Shut up.
Never seen Madea.
Maybe
a few seconds on TV.
I gave you 40 minutes to talk.
I would change the channel.
So they went to go see
Madea
Halloween 2. And like Matt liked it, or he jokingly said like it wasn't that bad. Then he admitted like him and his mom like Madea movies, and then Oni pretty much said like, yeah, because you're racist. He's like, you like those movies because you laugh at black people like they're subhumans. Like, oh, look at them, they're not like me, they're not on my level, they're entertainment things. And that's where slavery stems from, Tyler. You're a racist. I'm not saying
this was covered in a previous podcast.
In a way, you're racist in like a lighter note. Like you think they're funnier than other people. It's a little bit better than like I want them locked up or like to not have freedom. That's a little bit better.
Like one of our friends.
It's still. I mean, a friend
of the podcast. Sure the other guy just.
I just think Tyler, it's something you have to come to terms with that is racist, and I don't really think anybody thinks Kevin Hart's as funny as you think he is.
I found Tracy Morgan funnier than him.
You've never even seen 30 Rock.
I have seen a few episodes.
I
can't remember them.
What's his number one song that he sings on there?
I've seen a few episodes.
Because we're coming up on the holiday that it celebrates.
Christmas?
Yeah. We're a few days away from
October.
October.
When he says yep like that, you know he's not being serious.
Werewolf bar mitzvah, spooky, scary, boys becoming men, men becoming wolves.
I've heard you say this before, I never knew where it was from.
I just fucking love that. Boys becoming men, men becoming wolves.
Do you want to become a wolf?
Yeah, on my bar mitzvah, spooky, scary.
On your bar mitzvah, that was X years ago?
Yeah, 12 years ago. I'm not hiding my age.
As we're recording this podcast,
I'm
it was
25.
12 years ago.
I'm 25. Y'all want to talk about what like, John? What were you like as a 25-year-old? I knew you then, but how did you view yourself as a 25-year-old?
What the hell was it when I was 25?
You were slinging dope and sucking dick to get by.
No, that might be you.
Me and Reed were slinging dope and sucking dick in kindergarten and first grade just to afford Pokemon Red and Blue.
I thought you were doing it for Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Nah, me and Reed, I stole Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Reed stole Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Everybody at some point stole a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Where's that? Wait,
If John
the
says he
theater was closed.
If John
says he
stole a Yu-Gi-Oh card, I'm about to say, John, you were a goddamn adult.
No, I was trying to think if I was still working at Regal at the time. And
how old are you now? 31?
32.
7 years ago. 7 years ago, I was just now graduating, and I was actually starting college.
And our theme song was "All I Do Is Win."
My personal theme song was "Last Resort" by Papa Roach. I was about to say Papa John's.
Papa John's made an album, y'all.
Come on, you
This dough is not that tough. Papa John's album, yo. We're gonna make that for one of our podcasts. Yeah, we can do it.
No.
Yes.
No.
We gotta bring Papa John back into the mainstream.
I will not support a racist. Like I don't support you, except when you're buying lewd, and you ask me for hundreds of dollars several times. Within 20 minutes, people. It was like, he literally spent like
I went from one minute to another.
He literally went, that initial 80, he went boom, boom, boom. And he's like, ah, dang, I'm already out of money. Can I get another 150? And I said, Tyler, I mean, I kind of wanted to get something for myself. He said, ooh, no. Me, mine, this is mine. This is my weekend. This is my weekend. Mine.
For art.
Mine.
For
and he
art.
started like crying. And I said, Tyler.
He always makes these elaborate stories.
Tyler, please get up. And he said, I'm not sitting down. I said, you're right. Here's 150. I won't argue that. He's got that right. I mean, I don't know. You know, I was trapped in the void, and I had a lot of time to think. I could hear what you guys were saying. You guys couldn't hear me. At a certain point, I really was just laughing, like the two of you talking. And I don't know if it comes off in the audio.
I saw you chuckling a few times.
There is a lot of sexual tension between you two.
If you get that,
it's like sexual or violent. At certain points during the first 40 minutes,
sexual or violent.
In the first 40 minutes of this podcast, I want the commenters and listeners to know. Tell me, did you think John and Tyler were about to fight, or if they were about to fuck? I wasn't sure. It's one or the other.
I think you're sexually confused.
I think you are, sir. I think you are. Or, I mean, just, I didn't quite hear everything you said, and the void obscured everything in a dark way. If you view that like that...
I think you're confused because of the paint fumes.
That's Tyler.
Yeah, he's emitting paint fumes every time he exhales.
While I was in the void, I did get to speak to Bill Cosby.
Why the hell would he be in the void?
Why the fuck would he not be in the void?
He's supposed to be in prison. They threw him in the void. He's like a Superman 2 villain. Go to the void.
Yeah. He said, "Oh,
It's the poodle."
He's blind in one eye.
Yeah.
I really hope somebody like just sucker punches the fuck out of Bill Cosby.
Actually, I don't know if this was like a joke article or not, because it was posted to the Reddit called Not the Onion. Okay. But apparently his first meal in jail was banana pudding. or something like that.
That's some urgent.
This is someone.
So because it's posted there, I can't tell if it's true or not.
Probably not.
But no, the Not the Onion is for articles where you would think it's on the Onion, but they're actual true articles.
There's no way the first meal was banana pudding.
Look it up.
That image that I posted in chat the other day, like the free bill. I saw that when me and Chad were at the gym, and I was like, Chad, would you get this shirt? He said, hell yeah. And he's like, because like he just knows in his household he'd get bitched at for wearing that shirt.
Hold on, which household?
The house in which he currently resides. That's what that. What?
Off-brand Jello pudding, John.
Do you think they did that on purpose?
I don't know.
I'll go to Fox News because that's obviously credible.
Look, hold on. Scroll to that picture of Bill Cosby.
Let's see. First meal: meatballs, rice, mashed potatoes, and
whoa!
Shut up.
Ad block, boy.
It's Fox News. Nah.
Yeah, you gave him revenue.
I don't see pudding. Where's pudding?
However, a spokeswoman for the correction department said there was no dessert on the menu. Okay.
I think people are just making that up.
Yeah.
Scroll up to that picture.
It's one of those things where it said it was previously reported, and I don't know what article that links to, but there are no dessert at the apparently jail or correctional facility where he's currently staying at.
Just imagine, Tyler, if you got sent to prison right now and you were rooming with Bill Cosby, would you talk to him? Like, what would you ask him about? Would it be like normal life stuff? Or would you ask him about like?
Did you enjoy the Cosby Show?
Yeah, I was about to say like the Cosby Show time. Like, I can't watch that show anymore, John. And I actually like the Cosby Show.
I never really watched.
Are they even still airing it?
Yeah, well, not anymore now.
I was gonna say,
I feel like they stopped either a little before or right as the allegations.
No, they stopped it with the allegations. It was airing somewhere like TV Land or something like that. But I mean, like, it's super creepy because he was a gynecologist on that show.
Granted, you never saw him do gynecology things, but
what the hell would they show, Tyler?
You know the syrups with the spread, and he's up.
I'm pretty sure they've shown his.
They show that on other shows. I'm just saying they do. I think it was mainly 90s shows, but they did.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm not saying they're like from the Dodgers' point of view. It's like from the woman's point of view. I think too.
You know, Bill Cosby. I think Jerry's still out on him.
Who? Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry's still out on him. Jerry Hall.
Jerry Hall
will bear all. So, John, you beat Spider-Man now. Finally caught up.
Yeah, I beat it. I got the platinum.
What'd you think of Scorpion? What'd you think of Rhino?
Unfortunately, for 2/3 of the Sinister Six, they didn't really get much time to really shine.
I think out of those like dual bosses, the only one that was done good was the Vulture and Shocker or Electro, just because at least you're both kind of airborne, and like Vulture would interrupt you fighting the Shocker. Rhino and Scorpion kind of just like, it felt like it was like take this one out, then take that one. Like it didn't like combine. Like, you could go back and forth between Shocker and it was Electro and Vulture.
To a degree, yeah, because that one was probably handled. That was definitely more back and forth, and the Rhino and Scorpion was just like, okay, Scorpion, I'm just gonna like take you out because you're just sitting there just going spitting at me.
See, I did Rhino just because I could just dodge him. I mean, dodge Scorpion and shit. I mean, how'd you like the other villains?
What, Negative Man and Doc Ock?
Chinese Man.
That's what you're referring to him?
Yeah, Spider-Man. Oh, fuck, he's Chinese.
I mean, for the first half with him, it was pretty good with just him.
What about Dr. Octopus?
He's good, but it felt like they could have did more with him, but if you did more with him, you'd have like a 60-hour game, and I think they were kind of at the point, it's like, we have enough of the game. We can end this. Let's just set up for the second game.
That's what I thought he was going to be at first.
Yeah,
I thought like they were laying the groundwork for it, and like that would be the plot twist, like, oh fuck, he's finally like gone mental. What'd you think about the very end, which is something I've never seen any Spider-Man game or like franchise do in the first entry? They fucking killed Aunt May. She a dead bitch. She a dead son of a bitch.
She's died in other universes.
But I mean, like, you start your or you end the first chapter of your story with her dead. Normally, that's like later on. Like Jesus fuck. Also, something weird about this universe is you've been Spider-Man for 8 years, but you haven't had the Green Goblin or Doc Ock in that universe. So he's just going around beating the weekly villains for like 8 years.
Yeah, man, it happens.
I'm assuming you saw the post-credit.
Yeah, I saw that.
With little green guy.
Well, that or it was the Venom.
No,
it looked like Venom was on him.
I mean, I'm sure he's probably testing the symbiote, but I'm talking about like he like literally.
I know what
Osborn's
he was in.
face was painted in green.
Yeah, no, and he was in that vat, and I assume that's what he's kind of using on him, and that's kind of what turns both of them into Green Goblins. But it looked like the symbiote was in there as well.
Well, I mean, I don't say I'm not saying like the green vat. I just think the green hue being cast on Osborn was just filmography.
At this point,
cinematography.
He's almost too old to be the Green Goblin. It feels like.
I really told Tyler, I really hope they do the Green Goblin justice. Like, he's got to be a little fucking asshole. Like, he can't just be going around. Like, I really love him in Spider-Man 1. Like, in the cartoons they did it too. He's like, sometimes he just does really stupid, petty shit. That's why I love him.
One, the Green Goblin or actually the Hobgoblin?
The Green Goblin.
Okay. There's a distinguished difference.
Like, I love Dennis Leary. Was it Dennis Leary? I think so. No, what's his name? The other guy. Not Dennis Leary, because he's
Come on, he was in.
Fucking. He's fucking goddamn. That's right.
The Death Note for Netflix.
Yeah, fucking Billy Bob Thornton. Here we go. Every fucking white person over 50 is Billy Bob Thornton to me.
It was a trivia question.
What's the
Dennis
question?
Leary, Ryan Gosling.
What's the question?
The guy in the first Spider-Man movie who played Green Goblin, the actor.
His name is Old Scoots Magoots. That's what we call him. That's what in my household we call him. Old Scoots Magoots.
Doesn't start with a K, does it? Old Scoots Magoots.
There he is.
Who is this?
That's Old Scoots Magoots.
Scoots Magoots.
Hold on, who's the Twitter?
There's a Scoots Magoots.
Jeez, what's his name? Eaton? That's not Eastman.
It's not Dennis Leary. I always get him and Dennis Leary confused.
I can see it.
It's not Oldman.
Let me see if I can at least get the picture. Maybe that
starts with a D.
Where is it?
Just type in Green Goblin for first Spider-Man. Jeez, you're very vague on these searches.
I don't want to spoil it.
Did you? Defoe, William fucking Defoe.
Yeah,
that's what it was. I was trying to think of his.
He has an iconic face. I just don't remember his name.
I just want him back.
He was about to type in Green Boy instead of Green Goblin. I saw it.
Green Boy.
Spider-Man movie Green Boy.
Take this, Spider-Man.
John's on that freaking meme train.
I got you and me hooked on Marlboros.
Of all things, you are addicted to cigarettes. Yeah.
Cigarettes.
Not any of the hard drugs, just cigarettes.
And I always imagine Aunt May is the Spider-Man 1 version. She's like 95.
Smells funny as shit. I did a spit take on it.
Smoke up, babe.
I was taking a sip. He said I got addicted to cigarettes. I lost my shit.
You soiled yourself?
No, I did a spit take. There's a little bit on your carpet. I was worried it would get on you, but no.
I got it hooked on Marlboro, Spider-Man. And it's New York, 2 cigarettes are like $18 a pack.
The fact that you also, you gave her a certain brand to smoke.
Sponsor?
Spider-Man. Hey, Marlboro, if you want to sponsor us for that, I'm fine with that. I'll dress up as the Green Goblin. We could get this going. I'll go around the country as the Green Goblin.
Hey kids, it's fun to smoke cigarettes, especially Marlboro.
You got any loved ones? He's like a fucking little asshole. He's like, stop. May, stop smoking. God damn it. Fuck you, Green Goblin. She's like 95. She's got like a third of a lung left.
Let her live her life.
She ain't got no liver. So, alright.
Okay, for the next Spider-Man game, I expect Peter Parker to die.
I expect Miles to die.
I expect him to the multiverse.
You just want to kill him off and just...
I assume, he's going to get involved with a gang. No, I was channeling Neil right there. I was like...
Honestly, that last fight, I kind of expected Peter Parker to die in that fight.
Hell no.
I thought it was borderline. They could have killed him off in that fight.
I feel like next game we're going to have, Miles. He's probably going to play, slightly different Spider-Man. I'll be fine with that. And I hope they just do something more with the Mary Jane story, because except for one of her missions, did it make sense while she was doing anything? And I know, that sounds sexist, but, only one time did it actually make sense. Spider-Man had to do something else, and it just made sense for her to do this small task. Other times it's like she's meddling and shit and just made stuff worse. So I mean, I guess they're going for a change of pace, but I didn't like most of her missions because she's like just playing the distraction thing, and we talked about that in another podcast.
I figured her stuff was more important than Miles.
I mean, Miles' first mission is probably my favorite sneaking mission, just because you actually felt threatening, other than just these dumbass guards. Because they were distracted because they're too busy fucking killing people. Like, it made sense why they were being like not paying attention to like rubble and all that, because they just blew up this goddamn building. So of course there's gonna be noise around, and then fucking, I don't know, it's really cool. Then you go up and you see your dad, and he's gone. Your dad gone dad. I mean, John, you really want Venom and Green Goblin in the next game?
This looks like what they were setting up.
I kind of wish they would have just like spread around the Sinister Six, like not have them all at the very end.
Well, why not have Miles be the main character and Venom's taking over Peter Parker and he's a villain in this one?
No,
that could be part of it.
I want Eddie Brock.
Eventually,
I want Eddie Brock, and I want.
Are we gonna see Venom?
Yeah, you're gonna see Venom.
I mean,
the bomb movie. At the box office next weekend. Hey-o! I hope. The movie does not look good.
Which one? Venom?
Yeah, don't look good.
I haven't really looked at the trailer, but
Can we eat people yet?
No.
Yeah.
No,
yeah, Ryuk. Yeah.
I wanted to do.
We're the start of a new Spider-Man canon, so we're starting with Venom.
I at least would like it to lead up to the Spider-Man movie and have Venom in it.
I'm not.
No, I don't fucking know, man.
Why not?
Fuck Venom.
Why don't you like Venom?
I want Carnage.
Isn't he supposed to be the villain in this one?
And then they better not fuck him up. Is that a thing?
Yes, thing.
Oh my god.
What's
I'm
the thing?
surprised you were asking that.
You know, I kind of hope for the next game, Spider-Man has to overcome his greatest foe yet. Fatherhood.
Who?
I don't know. Spider-Man has to adopt.
He never has a kid, though.
I mean, but he could adopt one in this new game, and...
He adopts Miles.
No, Miles has a mama.
Yeah, he needs a new daddy.
Oh, shit, John. I mean, you know he's like...
Come here, boy. I'll be your daddy.
I'll be your new father. I'm Spider-Dad, and here I'm going to teach you how to swing. And now you're ready to go make love with a woman. Go on, boy, go.
You ever see Kermit the Frog as Spider-Man?
You ever seen Kermit the Frog kill himself? Because here we go.
Actually, I have, yeah.
Yeah, he did. What was the joke? It's like, is that a lizard? And he just like fucking throws himself off the building. That's what it was. Oh, check it out. It's a lizard.
Why?
It was just, no, somebody just did that with their puppet. Like, it was like a joke. It was a little meme. But that's none of my business.
Wait, that was a meme?
I guess. John, everything's a meme. You're a meme. Please be a meme, John. Do something meme-worthy.
What the hell would I do that's meme-worthy?
I feel like your signature look.
The eyebrow?
Yeah,
I think that's been done already.
Oh my god, John, what if there's a day when you're having to like take pictures with people because we're like mega YouTube stars and they ask you to do the look? Are you going to just say no?
I'd be confused why I'm still around.
What? You never going to kill you?
No! I just figured I'd get replaced.
How the fuck did you find out? Tyler, did you squeal?
What?
What did you say while I was in the void? You told John we're planning on killing him?
I thought that was already implied in the first episode.
Well, now that you found out part of the plan, John, just like any typical movie villain, I got to tell you my whole plan. Tyler was going to marry you and live with you for 10 faithful years.
Faithful. I would not sleep with you though.
And it was pretty regular for the first couple of years, and it fizzles off. And you know, after 10 years, like Tyler just realizes that there's more to life with your bank account. And so he reaches out to Reed, and Reed's like, alright, Tyler, yeah, if you want to kill your husband, I thought y'all were doing pretty good.
No, but Reed Erie has a plan in set. It's like, here's a couple options. got A, B, and C. We can just flat out murder him with a gun, or stab him, or drown him in a river.
You could stab him with a gun.
That's option D.
D.
I always feel like I wanted it would be like a skit, but it's like it'd be kind of funny. It's like the movie Twister, and it really only be like a 15-second gag. Like this cop's running, like I don't know what. I always thought he's like running with his gun out, and it gets lifted out of his hand. It comes back around. It's going so fast. He gets stabbed with his gun. I really didn't imagine that. I thought it'd be fucking cool. I'm thinking about something. I don't know why when I said stabbed with a gun that made me think about something I thought about when I was like fucking 8, and then wanted to like curve the bullet. I don't know, John. I was just sitting there thinking, bored in class. Wouldn't it be cool if, like, during a tornado disaster movie, this guy's with it? I don't know why he'd have his gun out in a tornado. He can't shoot the tornado, but he gets hit with his gun and stabbed with it. And ironically, you get stabbed with it.
That's more believable. Some dumb redneck pulls out their gun, shoots at the tornado. It carries the bullet all the way around and hits him back.
He's trying to weigh it down with lead, John.
What the? Were you sniffing paint fumes too?
The eye of the storm is a confusing thing.
Hey.
Chad said he had a buddy message him, like, asking about how the hurricane was going. And Chad said, it's sunny outside. And his friend legitimately sent back, it's like, don't be confused by the eye of the storm. And Chad's like, okay, he really thinks I'm like that naive and think, like, there's no rain. And, like, I'm just in a brief, like, period of bliss.
Actually, in the eye of the storm, there really isn't any rain.
He said that, and Chad's like, no, we have not seen anything. Like,
apparently his friend
has no clue
where the hell
he just knows.
Was.
What now?
I was going to say, he had no clue what the hurricane was. It was mostly in the Carolinas.
He just saw Chad went to the East Coast, I'm pretty sure.
We felt maybe some rain.
Straight to Hurricane Central and was getting pounded by Florence or whatever.
Is that the name of your sex tape?
Pounded by Florence?
Yeah.
Sure.
Florence and the Machines. So I think it's about time we take this episode to a close. I feel like I've said a lot.
I mean, you said about as much as us, yeah.
Yeah. I really thought, like, while I was in the void, I was like, I probably could fight this. But I feel like I just need these two to, like, go off on their own and see what they talk about.
At least one episode out of this 500-part series.
If I knew that, I would have not touched on AWOL at all. Because I didn't go.
You asked me the questions. It's one of those things where it's like, I don't know what happened. How was your experience? You gotta give and take from that, John.
Because it was 2 weeks. They're like, what the hell we miss? They went to AWA.
So I was gonna say, y'all are the hype to say the whole thing like.
I was hoping you convinced me to go next year. But
I say AWA. That's just me.
AWA.
I'm not gonna say it AWA.
AWA.
Smutty USA AWA. I don't know.
Ooh. We made that kind of smutty.
Oh USA. Yeah, Tyler did not stay for all the burlesque, so he didn't see how it wrapped up.
Technically, it was the nerdlesque.
Fucking stupid. It was terrible. There's only 3 girls looked pretty alright.
Did you even like The Weeknd?
Did I like The Weeknd? I love The Weeknd, John. Love to go see him in concert.
Yeah.
If you're buying tickets, I'm down.
Only if you're buying.
worthwhile this year.
Yeah, it was fun. I had a good time. Had a really good time. We spent I watched a lot of The Office.
We did.
I was fine with that. I just enjoy being away. I love the area. I got to see some people around. Us people watching. We ran into everybody that we usually see at AWA on Thursday. Ran into Gray Delisle.
Gray Griffin.
I'm pretty sure Delisle's her.
They list her as Griffin.
But yeah, but she said during the panel that's because she wasn't divorced yet when she agreed to it.
Oh well.
I think Delisle's her actual name.
A lot of people still said Griffin. Even Dante said Griffin.
I don't fucking know, Tyler. I don't know her personally. But
do you want to?
Yeah, I
think everyone here would want to know her personally. She seems like a pretty nice person.
She's pretty fun.
Yeah. She would make a lot of situations a pretty good time.
What do you mean?
Hanging out and or just the voices making things awkward yet funny.
What if she was like a public execution? How does she help that?
She goes Azul and it's pretty funny at that point.
She can turn into the character?
She is the character, yeah.
What kind of fantasy world do you live in where she can just turn into this cartoon character and firebend?
I live in Nickelodeon Studios.
Closed down. At the Universal.
He lives in the Flaming Pube world.
Yeah, that's what she's known for. According to John and/or Justin, who
we could talk about. I mean, y'all talked a lot about Avatar, but y'all didn't bring up the live-action series coming to Netflix.
I don't care. I'll see that when people review it, and/or I'm just gonna see.
Who's actually producing and directing or doing whatever?
We don't have a director, but the two creators are behind it.
They're behind it, or
so there's hope.
They're on board. I mean, the original creators are on it.
So there's hope.
They pretty much gave ideas to M. Night Shyamalan, and he pretty much said, "Nope, I will do these."
We need 9 vendors to move a single rock, John.
I need 19 boys over there, and I need 1 rock up in that air. Okay. We don't have 19 boys. And then we gotta say every character's Ong, Sokka.
Ong!
That was so bad.
And then, didn't they name was it just Sokka and Ong?
Sokka, Ong.
Katara was normal.
Katara. Ira, I'm pretty sure was normal.
Ira? You said Ira. You said Ira, Tyler.
They made Ira a woman. They made Uncle Ira a woman, but she was not an aunt.
I hope one day to grow into Uncle Ira.
Like what?
I could do that.
Tyler's in prison, Prince Zuko.
Those were the only characters that they actually gave names to that were. No, they name dropped. What's his name? The
one general.
Yeah, the general.
No, he was actually in the movie.
Yeah, I know they name dropped him because he was in the movie. I'm just saying. Did they say his name right?
General Doofus.
Zhao.
Yeah, General Zhao Doofus.
They named him Doofus.
Azula was at the very end. Princess Yue was there. She said,
they said her name right.
She said, "I'm gonna turn into fish. Just give me 5 minutes, Shug." And she did. Tell that bitch to hurry up. We ain't got 5 minutes. The Fire Nation's here, and I'm about to turn into a fucking fish. Patrick Warburton is Aang in the new series. Tell that bitch to hurry up.
I'm gonna need you to hurry this up.
God damn it, I don't want to talk to all the old me's. I'm mad my people are dead. Oh no. Me and Zuko are a lot alike. Get off your phones. Y'all aren't in the void.
We're talking.
You know
this
nothing.
This is a talking podcast. It's not a visual podcast.
You know nothing of the void.
Okay.
I've seen.
So when we get... So you weren't on your phone when we were looking at you and that's what he meant.
I was typing messages to you, but you wouldn't receive
Exactly. So you were technically on your phone during the podcast, but we only knew what you were meaning and what you were doing by looking at your phone.
Tyler, you were lost and trapped in the void.
I want to be in traffic right now, eating some Taco Bell.
No. Oh my God! John, what the fuck was that? What the fuck?
It was a momentary pain. Did you not hear it?
Alright.
It could have possibly been Pleasure Lane. We will not know.
Magic Lantern Train. Tyler's going to hell because he's riding the short bus. I was trapped in oblivion, and John showed his rear end, and John's now shaking his ass for us. Tyler, tip him a 5. All right.
You're presuming too much. He's a 5.
Shaking his ass for us in front of some guys. It's all right. It's 2018. John is up on me, and now he's bending over, and Tyler's getting the Hoover. Gonna vacuum his ass, cause John don't wipe too good. And we're gonna sell that bag on my eBay now. John shaking his ass again for us in front of the guys. All right.
We gotta make it just an album one day of these covers.
And Tyler's licking his lips. It's appetizing. I'm kind of disgusted. I'm leaving.
You went off track.
I mean, you started licking your lips and he's shaking his ass.
I'm talking about to the beat.
Tyler, please go to hell. John's shaking.
I'll get some Taco Bell.
His ass. For us.
Open? Yeah, they're still open.
Taco Bell don't give a fuck
It's
about
Friday.
you.
They're probably open until 1.
Do you ever think about what Taco Bell would say if you were alive today? Anyways,
I am alive today. Yeah, they would probably say, "What do you want?"
You know what? I'm fucking tired of these two people. I'm about to jump back into the void. Goodbye.
All right. Well, that was Justin. Who are you again? Person over on the man computer and music, apparently. He's encountering some monsters. We'll deal with that later. Who are you? The Upside Down don't want us there. You're there. That's fine. He's a benevolent person. I met him. Anyway, who are you?
I think flaming pubes will fix that.
Oh, you're flaming pubes now?
No.
I just asked who are you, and you
Who
said.
am I? No, I'm not flaming pubes.
I said who are you, and you said I think flaming pubes.
I'm distracted by the Cthulhu
face
monster sucking up Justin.
All right, well that's happening. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
No, what?
That's the experience is all right. Who are you?
Unfortunately, still John.
And I'm Kevin Costner. I guess that's an episode. That's pretty good length.
It seems you're in need of another co-host.
We'll see y'all next time.
Here's your cliffhanger for the next episode.
Bye, y'all.
The Pound Cake King returns as host.
Bye. 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 Don't listen to us anymore. It's Pound Cake King again. Bye. Dinkelberg.